Hello guys, you see it right here, we have Donkey Kong. What is Donkey Kong? Donkey Kong is the YIKOng Racing crawler, but big one, not the true 330mm standard 1/10 scale, but the 375mm 1/8 scale crawler. And here it is, and I've buy this car without looking how it works. Just see some quick specs, because I was on the way to get the Craftsman 1/8 scale. You know, I love 1/10 scale, but I prefer 1/8, and my favorite size is 1/6, 1/7 scale. So, because the terrain I have here is better with the bigger cars. So, first, it looks really great. You have a big choice of color, and we're gonna speak, you know, or not, for those who not know my channel, we gonna talk technical specs, and we gonna also talk reality. No bullshit here. I am not here to tell you, oh, it's beautiful, oh, it's amazing, oh, it's super tough, you have to buy one. No, I just show the thing like it is, then you can make your choice. I gonna buy it, I know this gonna break or that, or I gonna don't buy it because I don't like this or that. It's free on everyone to do what he want with his money, and do after that what he want with his RC car. Many times we see people say, oh, this is a crawler, you have to crawl it. This is a street car, you have to go on street with. This is an off-road, you have to do off-road with. No, it's a toy, and with a toy you do what you want. If you have a great fun to put 2 rockets on this car and send it to the moon, do it. Have just fun with your toys. Toys are made for fun and nothing else. So, I take it, first of all, because it looked great. That's the major point every time we take an RC. It's because we love the way it looks. You're gonna tell me, yeah, but Axel Racing also do a Jeep Gladiator, okay, or Rubicon, but the problem is, by Axel we have 2 things I do not like. First of all, they have only locked differential, and this is boring. And they have also small module on the main gear, and we always have this. Then they have like Traxxas, same issue with the price. Since it's a Ryzen OB, price goes up, and they go more and more for the Apple's like stuff, like the stuff with the switch servo on the kit. So then you have to buy especially the Spectrum servo with this super short wire to go in the truck, and you have to put a cable more to record your servo, because if they have done a longer servo wire you would be able to go in the box. It's something I do not like. Here we have something you can equip with what you want, with standard stuff for the market. The second reason because I buy it is the size, and the third reason is they have finally a real motor in there. It's still a brush motor, but a 70 75 brush motor. That's the size of motor from a Traxxas Summit, and this thing can run 4 slipo. You have a brush DSC who is rated for 2, 3 or 4 slipo. You have a back who is nice and strong enough to use the full equipped, it's not an option, LED set within the car with a strong stock servo. That's the other thing many brands do bad, especially Traxxas 9 kilo servo on a crawler with about 5 kilo. You are not able to turn right, and it's forced and it burns out. Here we have a GX servo, 21 kg, full waterproof with an alloy servo horn on there. You have it is the third reason, because I buy it the 3rd of 5. The look, the size, the electronic motor and servo. And the fourth reason, you have an lockable differential and a 2-gear speed training in there. Because I'm not a crawler freak, I love cars who can do more all around. And we have more trucks in the moment with 2 speed gears, but still with locked diff, and in second gearing drive a car at 50-60 km/h without a differential is not a cool stuff. Especially if it's a scale. This type of Jeep can run 200 km/h on the highway. So why should a scale racer go only to snake speed? That's wrong. This thing has to do anything. So, and price-wise, you have to know, for the moment you don't find it here in Europe, or don't know if it's easy to find in America. The short version, the 325, is imported in Europe through abisma racing with the Sherpa, and the long version is available nowhere. So I buy it directly in China. It's my only choice and I want one, so I do it. It comes really fast from AliExpress in 10 days here. And price-wise, it's nice because it's the price for my TRX4 RTR, but you get a better electronic and you get the full light set with it. And this is nice. It's the same price, the big one is the same price in China as the smaller Sherpa, but okay, we have 20% taxes here in Europe, and we have 2-year warranty because most of the brands has only 3 months of the guarantee. Here in Europe we have 2 years, and it's clear that it's not the brand who's going to pay for this guarantee, it's the general import who have to handle it, so they have to raise the price to land on their own feet if something happens. But I would really that the law would be changed so the owner has the choice. Did you want guarantee or not? And if you not want guarantee, I want to have a cooler price, because I'm not happy to pay 2-year warranties for a brushed motor. Costs about, you can find this motor for €3. It means $5 including shipping. You can find such ESC about 10 or 12 euros, I mean 50 bucks. And even the radio system costs, this is Dumbo X6 you become with the truck, you get with the truck, sorry for my German misspoken, with the truck for 25 euros. So why should I have warranty for that if motor burns out, ESC burns out? A lock servo is about 5 or 7 bucks, the steering servo is about 13 bucks, 50 bucks. So I don't need to have any warranty of it, and especially because I drive hard my truck, so I know I'm gonna burn something out or break something. It's really rare I send something in warranty. Usually I just I don't put it in trash. I put it on the side, I buy a new one, and with my trash stuff, many times I repair car for the kids who have no money or has something issue and no warranty and that stuff. So let's talk about the truck. The tires are real bad locks. That's nice because it's easy to open, put you right in there. I also ordered to test some weight to bolt in the rims. I don't know if you can fit this weight in any type of cars, so I ordered it to test it, because it would be easy to remove if you not want to have too much weight on the tires. Because if you put some weight in the rims, in the tires, you have to anytime put it apart to put the weight off, and it's also rotating masses. and it's better if it's in the center as in the perimeter. It's not an issue for those who only crawls, but for those who do like me, many stuff with the car, weight in the tires is not the best way. So I also ordered the weight to put in the end of the axles. For me, the best choice for all around over the car. I would say for those who crawls, no issue, put heavy tires on it. You heavier the car is underneath, the better you can crawl, and some more you can put some option on the body to increase the body weight to make the car look more realistic when you drive, because if you make more weight on the suspension, the car is really like a real one. The tire design is nothing special. Most of actual Traxxas or some crawlers do BF Goodrich Maxxis tires. That's cool. It looks cool, but we pay for it. So this is a bastard profile, and I love it because I'm a world bastard. I'm not a French guy, I'm not a German one, I'm not an English guy. I'm just a world bastard. I live on Earth. It's all I know. I don't care about country and region and colors and all the stuff or religion. So I love it. Feels really soft, maybe not so grippy than we want, but it's an all-round car, and so we're gonna show what happens, especially in my favorite location I drive it. We have sand, not so much stone and gravel. I like also the size. According to the size from the car, it's looked like a real high lift Jeep. It's really nice. Like an every crawler type car, it's easy to lift it up because you have solid axle. You have no issue with CVD angle or something, a suspension angle. Just for put long shocks, raise the truck. Keep in mind, so higher the car is, so more you will roll over. Before going to detail from the body and the truck, we speak about the radio system. Front diff lock, rear diff lock, super nice. You have LED when it's engaged. You can engage separately, not like the most car you have front diff lock and rear diff lock, and you cannot lock the rear until you have locked the front. It's also, I have to say, it's a setup whose work on the most of the cars, but for those demanding it a little bit more, it's better to have it separately. Here you have engaged first gear, here high speed gear, and if you put the radio system off and on, it's go back to its initial position, not like the mechanical stuff. It's also good because first with the light you better see if it's locked or not, and if you put the truck on the side, you put the power up, put the power on again, it's go down to unlocked, so you have no issue with driving speed gear and forget, or less issue, forget to unlock the front differential. It's not a big deal when you drive on sleepy surface, but don't forget to unlock your differential on hard surface like a grass with really grippy and the concrete. I forget something. The light system here, you can put the light in demo mode and on. You will see I personally prefer to put light on and demo mode in the end because I never use demo mode, and you will see when you put the power on, when we go to on, you first switch a short time to demo mode with a not special light. It's not an issue, and we will see also with the LED light system. It's the only thing I have, it's not a complaint, it's just a remark. Little stuff I'm gonna change myself on the setup from the light. You become with it, get with it, sorry, get, not become. Owner's manual in Chinese or English. If someone will rebrand it in Europe, you may be gonna find some German, French and other stuff. But you don't really need the text because it's really easy done. Here you have a major point. You see here something is pointed. You see here the body is lifted and something still pointed here. That means you just put the hand underneath and you find this little screw. for lifting the body up. You have the whole plane about electrical stuff, how it's wired, how it works. You have a real plane to see how everything works and is easy to put together or not. That's another video we're gonna do, and mechanical access to the car. You have the lockable differential, a Traxxas style, with the can here. Where is it? Here you see the can to lock the main gear. You see also the shifting system here. You have a reduction in the axle. We have here portal axle. That's something nice to enhance the ride height in the middle from the truck. You have the choice on the steering. You get a damper to get the servo saver. That's nice for those who drive this thing force, because it's reached 50-55 km/h. Maybe out from the box is stock with a 18 tooth pinion gear. You can put a 60. You can go down to 70, 60, and you can go up to 21. And with 21, I see a speed run of 50, 70 km/h, but on a super straight line. For those who prefer to just only crawl, you have a hard link instead of this damper. The damper is filled with oil. You have a piston and you have two springs, one before, one beneath the piston, to keep the direction center. You don't especially need to have oil in there. You can have oil in there. I have oil in there out from the box, but it's in the box. It comes out, so I have no more oil in there, but it's really no matter for me. The servo is mounting on the axle. It's not the scale lookest thing, but it's no, it's, sorry, tell bullshit. No, it's on the axle. Because I just have the TRX4 in the hand before. Sorry. So you have the big motor who is mounted like a 1/8 keel competition style. You can slide it. That's cool. A dual pad sleeper access from the outside, not like by Traxxas. 2 speed gears and mod 0.8. That means 30, 40, 32 pitch. That's nice because it's noiseless. That's the major thing I hate by crawlers, especially by excellence so stuff, is that, sorry, I just stopped my charger here, because I don't like to drive a scale truck doing on a straight truck. It's really cool to can put a sound system in there, or just keep it quiet. It's really nuts. That's why I sail my UT4. I get the UT4. It's a beautiful piece of work. I like to drive it. It's really nice, but the noise from the transmission is just horrible for me. I don't like it, so I sail the UT4. The UT4 is also a bigger crawler I buy because I want a bigger crawler, and I was not happy with it just because of that. Really, it's the point who made me sail my UT4 crawler. I want to buy a Craigsman, but when I finally find a video from the Craigsman without any music, what did I hear? So no Craigsman for me. Then I found this baby. I know the abisma Sherpa, but I don't like it because it's just same size as a. It's just not that I not like it, but it's just like all the other crawler 325, and I know abisma is just a rebrander, so I check out which brand did abisma import and rebrand, and I find YIKONG. And then you see the YIKONG catalog and you find something like the Sherpa. You think, what is here the difference? This one is $100 more than the other one. What is the difference? And when you look at the spec, you see this baby is longer and brighter than the other ones. And because I know the Sherpa is a quiet car, I was sure to get something I need here. What I not expected is become out from the box the whole LED system. And as I see that we have a 7075 motor in there and force able, I just buy it. I don't look at YouTube or internet or the specs or if people are happy or not with it. I just take it. So you get also some stickers to make your own license plate, and something strange on a crawler. You get sway bars for those who drive on harder surface, who drive on force, and this is also scale because real cars has sway bars. What we do, because I'm a car mechanic, if we make an off-road car, if you raise it up, if we make a high lift truck, we put the sway bars a switch system, so you can unlock the sway bar, put it on the chassis, lock it on the chassis, so the axle is no more with sway bar. And we do the same to the panhard bars if you have one. Not every car has it, but the cars who have it, we put it away because this bar can stop the angle of fall down from the axle, so you can do it with a pop, not with a pop system, with like a body pin. It's something like that. This is what we use to unlock the sway bars and the panhard bars on real 4x4s. So you can put the bars like the sway bars on the chassis. You can go off-road, big off-road with really heavy suspension travel. And when you're back on the road, you put it, you switch it again on it. I promise you, you don't gonna forget it. You only drive once without the bars and the sway bars connected on a high lift truck on the highway. Because you hit the throttle, you feel, oh, my truck is strange. Then comes the first curve, the first braking, and then you will see, shit, I forget to connect the sway bars. I know it because I tried it. We really go off-road, and when we go back on the road, we go, oh, why put this thing on? Come on, let's drive home. Let's drive at the car wash to put all the mud away. We drive 200 meters, then we stop and we clean the stuff and we put all that stuff in because it's really dangerous to drive this way. So let's take a look at the details from the body, which interest many scale driving peoples. First of all, I wanted to know this is an Integy car stand, and it's for X-Max, and it's really just perfectly fit that cars. So we have mirrors, back mirrors, we have the handle on the door, we have the tank, we have the lights, tail lights, position lights, the mount for the spare tires. It's even alloy. Maybe it's just a brightener. You can, I think we can buy 4 from that one to put on the axles, to put the axle brighter, to make a real fat high lift truck like we need. You have the snorkel, you have the air intake on the hood and on the side fenders. You have the hatch from the hood. You have a stone bar here, and you have a real nice looking realistic front air intake on the car, and with this new style from the Jeep looking a little bit bad to make the round optical stuff look a little bit aggressive. You have also the roof LED bar, you have a roof gallery, and the nice stuff is that one. You see here that the roof gallery is mounted on the back, the down point from the chassis. That means you have something to not squeeze your body in there. I miss it in the front. In the front you have nothing but the body laying down here on the side steps, and yeah, you have soft point. I think I'm gonna do it myself. I'm gonna just put or one in the center if you have nothing underneath, or one left, one right, to also keep the front to be squeezed here when I overroll, and I'm gonna overroll it because if you climb or going in the rocks or even drive a little bit faster, you're gonna overroll. Also, the paint job is nice done, and suspension. In many type of Corolla you have to do a little bit thick oil in the suspension to avoid side movement from the car. When you hit the throttle, you have the most time. That's something we see on most older Corolla. It's less on the new Type 1 because they have done the suspension link differently. You have, because of the torque twist, this when you're driving and this when you're braking. Here it's not so much, but the car is still super soft left-right. If you're gonna put some little bit thicker oil to have less roll, which is really important when you drive off-road on the sidewise, you have the issue with the Corolla that you have a front and rear hard suspension when you hit both. There they choose to go soft front and rear, so it's seems like a little bit too soft, but I just quickly drive it here. Seems to be good. We're gonna see what happens off-road. The TRX4 has the difference. This different here. They put thicker oil, so it's really bumpy. It's really, when you drive, it's jumpy around. I don't like that. Many from us who do scale really like that way the shocks with dual springs in there, because the truck drives at a half, so we have a realistic driving experience with the tires and still have enough stiffness to not roll over anytime. But we're gonna see what happens here. I really like the feeling from the suspension here from the box. It's also that is also I do here. I put really super soft oil in the suspension. So then we go underneath. First, in the rear we have the panhard bars. You don't absolutely need it because you have a 4-link suspension, so this is not a must-have. And I would say if you put longer shocks, it will be a problem, and you maybe have to bolt it away. They put it here because the truck is able to go fast, and when we drive faster, it's really nice to have a don't moving rear axle. It's not pendling around left right. You have the diff lock here with a cable. In the front also 4-link suspension, also with the diff lock here. Underneath here you see the motor. It's not mounted too high. It's maybe they kind of put it a little bit more down, but it's look cool because you not see it from underneath. I like this in the Wankish. Wankish do a crawler with the motor laying completely down. It's really awesome to drive. Because the center of gravity is really pushed to its lowest point. You have CVD, telescopical, made from steel with 6 can here. That's nice. We're gonna see what this baby hold on abuse. If they are okay, it's cool because you maybe can mount on many different type of crawler. On the TRX4 they actually have most of the time plastics. Plastic is enough, and it's one good point for the plastic CVD and telescopic axle. If you go too hard, you just break the center CVD and nothing at the transmission. So we don't know if it's the best choice here, but the car is pretty heavy out from box. You have 4.5 kilograms. And on the steering you have this bumper here mounted, which is I think a good choice from the brand out from the box, and really nice to have done solid stuff also in the box for those who not want to have this damper here. So to open the body, one screw underneath, then you can just lift it up. First of all, you're gonna fall in something. It's still maintained, but you have the fender in the mud guards in there, so you have to take it from the front, and you have two magnets also holding the body down. Even if you forget the screw or lose it, the body holds down with two magnets. Then you see a nice wire laydown. The wires are really mounted nice. There's nothing just laying around in the car. Let's go to one side. You have all connectors who are pointed 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, etc. etc. It's nice. The body is clear heavy because of the interior of the wall bar, or all the stuff they put on the car. All the wires are in the back, not like by the Losi LMT where you have the connector pop it off itself, or in Traxxas or something. They have done what Losi does on the DBXL. The wires goes in the back where is the articulation, so you not have to unplug anything by lifting the body. The shocks are really like short course shocks or 1/8 scale light buggy. 3.5mm shock shafts, alloy shock heads. I have really good feeling. They look like the KK Pit shocks I have at the KK Pit TT1 and SC1. Battery compartments. You can drive it forest, but this battery tray is made only for a small forest, like 4000 milliamp. I have here 5000 milliamp battery. It's not fit in there, so personally I'm gonna modify it because it's one piece. I'm gonna cut it out in the rear. Here you can open to put the battery away, and I'm just gonna put two Velcro straps around it to drive my big batteries. But you can still drive 2S, 3S, no problem. It really fits nice. One and second gear servo, front and rear shift servo for lock or unlock the differential, the 775 motor 4S able, and the Hobbywing Creek Run 4S ESC. You can drive 2, 3 and 4S. I have tried with 3S, he counts the 3S. The cutoff is something you cannot change, but it's rated out from the box from Hobbywing maybe by 3.2, like the Anytime does here, because it's another car you're gonna use much power. It's not a problem because you go slow down to the cutoff, not like by 1/8 scale cars with 6S where we go really hard and really need much amp. It's a I say nothing wrong. It's a 50 amp ESC or 80. It's 80 amp ESC. So you have that show you that this motor can use some amp. This is with 80 amp. If you put a brushless system in there, you can go to 2000 watt. That's twice the power or more that this motor have. But think on if you drive slow and if you are demanding hard pushes on the motor, there is the point where the amps go high. You can switch at DSC, not LiPo or NEMI, but you can switch if you want to have brake or no brake or automatically brake, that stuff. That's all in the manual. If not, you can go to the Hobbywing website, check it out, the Quick Run 4S brushed ESC. The chassis is made from 2-piece 5mm alloy. All the threads are directly in the chassis. All the stiffener from the chassis are made from alloy. The motor mounts made from alloy. It's not a must-have, but it's really look nice. I have to say, all this alloy at that parts looks really nice. They could done this whole truck with plastic links here, with plastic chassis plate, with plastic stiffener. It would be enough. It's just a crawler, but they go to the nice side. You can change here the ride height. You can put the shocks a little bit lower. You can change by 5 points the angles from the shocks for 2-1, a little bit fine tuning. Here also the wires are laying nice down. It's really nice mounted. It's a really good job from YIKONG. So I'm gonna put the power on and I'm gonna show you the deflocking, the shifting from this thing. and how the LED light system works. Here is the slipper access, and this is also something you will see it's really good out from the box. In first gear you have no slipper issue. If you put the second one and you're gonna push too hard, you're gonna slip immediately. It's really nice setup out from the box. The only thing I have to do is to trim a little bit the steering. That's all I have to do to drive it straight, and all the rest works perfectly out from the box. And this is a message for Horizon hobby, because the 6 or 7 or even no, the 8, I unboxed 8 Horizon hobby cars, Armor, Losi, and other brands, and they all have out from box something was not at the right, or I missed some part, or something was absolutely totally too left or too right out from the box, or something was not properly working. And we see here that it's still possible to get a car or TR out from box who have no issue. So, did I put the connector on? No. So, think on it also if you have a battery with too short wire, because the ESC is all in the front here. You have a long needed wires for the battery. Maybe not an issue. All the standard battery who's 4 or 5,000 milliamp has a long enough wires. So first we're gonna put the radio system on. Sorry, it was already on. Then to put power on and off, they have put here the on-off knob underneath. That's pretty nice for those who are at home, put the battery in because they know they're gonna drive, go to the car or to the bicycle. In my case it's a bicycle. I put the stuff in the trunk. On the bicycle I have a, I forget the name. I have something behind my bicycle with 2 tires. So I put it on, I drive a half an hour to my location, then just put the truck on the ground and start it here underneath. It counts 3. It's also taking the neutral by beeps, that's nice. So steering, 21 kilograms, and it works fine in the air. And also I have here a Rubbermaid, and you still see that the car has enough power to to move itself. It take it with the stock Servo. What you see also is that we have the turning light going on, going left or right, not at full. If you drive just a bit, it's not blinking. It's just when you go maybe to, it's not the top position but the half. I understand it, but I drive off-road. I never put a position light in off-road. I don't need that. What I need is warning when I'm stuck in the mud. So, LED light system, how I say, first you have the demo mode, so you're gonna blink and blink and blink, and then the on power. And if you go here, you see, to full on, it first blinks 2 times. I prefer to get the otherwise that first you get just power on, and then you have the demo mode for those who want it. You notice that you have also the LEDs in the fenders, so you're gonna no more see any. You see it, no, maybe you don't see it. I see it on the camera, you never see it. You no more see the blink, the turning light. What I'm gonna change here, maybe I'm gonna put here the main LED out and just put the turning light as a position light, like it's on the American cars, and put the blinking away. So in the front it's okay, and in the rear, for those who do not know it, you have nothing. So many people tell, oh, something is not working, but it's not the case. This is because these are the stop lights. So it's only go on when you stops, and when you go backwards you have the backward light here. This is also something I change, and you have also the position light here, change position in there. So what I'm gonna do here, maybe it's to put the position light underneath here, because I need no backward lights, and put here the lights permanently on. So because I find it not nice you have the front but no rear. Or I'm just gonna add, maybe yet it's maybe the best to just add two lights in the rear, to have two lights. But that is really nothing. It's just a little change to do by yourself. So, first gear, it's clear, it's a brush motor. It can start really smooth, but you can also do it with a brushless motor. Even without sensor, you can drive so smooth with a brushless system. You just need the right kilovolts, the right S's, and the right gearing. So, I'm gonna tell it this way. So we have first gear engaged and no diff. So when you stop, you have the you have a drag brake about maybe 10% in the first gear. Because of the gear reduction, it's just stop the cars without any problem. In the second gear, it's softer. Just think on it. If you're in the second gear, if you're driving fast, let go the finger go down slowly, because it's begin to brake when you let the trigger go. And if you have the reflex from a stock car, that means you driving and you brake it, you will brake really hard. Then we can lock just only the front differential. So you see it's really locked fast, it's really worked nice. We're still sleeping here because I have not the rear, so I put only the rear. I unlocked the front, and you will see the reaction is different. The car pushes different from the rear on a different line, and clearly if you lock all of them, if you lock both differential, you're gonna climb without any problem. And here you have the shift for the speed gears. So we have here only 3S. This is first gear, and it sounds really quite, I love it. And this is second gear. I really like it. We have no noise, no nothing. It's really nice. I'm gonna drive it first. It's clear. You know me. If you not know, look at the channel. I drive sometimes slow, but I like to have a little bit more punch on some straight lines. So, and even in the second gear, you can drive slow. Just keep in mind when you do it with a brush motor, is that you have really a high amp draw at the brushes, so you're gonna destroy faster your brush. Talking about brushed, many people want to disassemble the motor, put the whole motor in water and let it turn in water. Nothing happens, you get no electroshocks, but this is gonna help the motor to find a faster way to wear the brush with the collector, so you have more contact, you have a better runtime, you have a little bit more power. It's in a 110-112 scale on-road competition car, I understand that, because this little bit more can make the difference, but in a crawler, no matter. Tell me, who from you does first use this drill at slow speed, 10 minutes, to really put this together? No one from us. We take the drill out from the box, we put the power on, we drill our holes, and the drill machine can do this 20-30 years long without any problem. So I'm not gonna do it here. You can only just do it before without put the motor in water. You can just put the car in the air using the throttle trim, put a little bit trim, let it turn 10 minutes slowly with a little bit of WD-40 or something. That's depending on you, it's your stuff, do what you want with. I just gonna drive, no matter. Regarding also the price from such a motor, about 3 or 4 euros. If it dies in 20, 30, 40 packs, no matter, I just put another one in. So, and how I tell you before with the slipper, look at this, we have here the second gear engaged. Look what happens if I want to force. Sorry. So look at, you see, you hear it, it immediately slips. But if I put the first gear, even lock the 2 differential, it's no problem. So the other thing we're gonna test is I will lock anything. So I use all 3 servos and the whole LED system. And you see you have no blinking from the LED system, even if I forced here. That's something we really see, that this is something Trax has messed up. They have such a weak BEC on their crawler. You have to buy an optional external back for that price for a car. Don't like it. I don't understand why they just not buy the oh, I just see something I noticed at the French video and the German video. Look at that. I have locked the 2 differentials and I have all 4. I have the warning lights on. How did I do that? I put the light off, I put all off. I have warning lights on. So I have to check out how did I do that. Is this meaning I was if this happen, if the car is forcing, so all is out, it's not that, so put all, that's strange, huh? We suddenly have warning lights, but I don't know how I do it. So I'm gonna read the description, maybe it's in there, surely it's in there, to see what happens here. So if you already have one from this YIKONG cars or rebrand, any rebrand, maybe Red Cut Racing also rebrand something from them, or other brands. Tell me about it. What did you like on this track? What not? What did you upgrade? What not? What have you issue on breakdowns? And how did it happen? Many times people just say, "Oh, this car is shit. I break a wheel," but they don't tell us how they break the wheel. If it's brake just driving on a straight line, doing a left turn, and the wheel breaks, that's bad. But if you hit before that 20 times stones, at a certain point it's normal that you break it down. So if you tell about breakdowns or weak points, don't forget to put us the context within. This would be really nice from you guys. I wish you a nice day. Thanks to the shop who sent me this really quick in France, and I hope to see more from that trucks, and because I know what happens now. If this is a real concurrence from the look, from the durability on TRX4 or Axial, for us, for the fun drivers, it's not an issue. I love Axial, I love Traxxas, I love YIKONG. Each from their car has something I not like, but what is cool is the concurrence. So first of all, the lovers or haters gonna be crazy. Oh no, Axel is the best. Oh no, Traxxas is the best. Oh, Traxxas is shit. Oh, Axel is... So I love to see that dudes be so stupid to fight them together, because they pay for their stuff, so why did they take a lead for the stuff? I gonna take a lead if someone pay me, if I'm okay to be paid to do it. That's the only point. But what is cool is the concurrence for the brand. That means, or a brand gonna do something a little bit different or better on their car to be more in the concurrence. Like Traxxas would do a great job to change the servo, to change the ESC. Like Axel would do a great job to change the gear, to not have this already. Maybe the time I spoke at this point, it's possible that the last actual car has no more this. I don't know it. Tell me if Axel is on the way to do something for locking or unlocking differential. So this is what is cool. So more brand we have, we can have some different stuff, and each from us can find the truck he needs. If you have Craigsman, told me about Craigsman. This one is the most interesting for me because of the size, the equipment, and the price balance. I hope it's gonna be so tough than my TRX4. TRX4 is heavy in price, but I know many from you don't like to hear that, but the TRX4 is a super tough baby. I was really rude with that. I drive fast, I hit rocks, and I'm still full original on my TRX4. So that's the good point from that. The transmission also. I see many people drive through water, muds and all the stuff. We know water goes into the transmission. We know we have some rust in the bearing, but the car still works after that. And that's crazy. I'm not going to be so rude with that one because of all the wire and all the stuff in there. I'm not want to drive through mud with this baby. For that I have the TRX4 here. Oh, forget to show you something. Who interesting many crawler guys. So yeah, this is the maximum we can take out from the box, because the tire are a defender, and we also add the suspension stop. You see here. So we're gonna see what happens with longer shops. If we take the Penard bar apart. Oh, I forget also something other. Just something aesthetic you can do with the car. Was really funny. They have underneath the body here, look at this, you have a second here mesh. That means you can cut out, and this is what I do. I'm gonna cut out here the holes in the first in this part here to see through that we have the second mesh in there who looks more realistic, and also this gonna allow the air to go directly to the ESC when I'm driving. It's useless when we drive slow and troll, but it's gonna be useful when I go a little bit faster. I surely forget something because there's many things on this truck. I'm really excited to go drive it, and keep in mind, I get the truck, I have no time to open it, I have so many things to do here, and I have I work for paying my house and for let my family live. It's normal. This is just this is not my job, so I have to wait to can open it, because I want to open it on video for the French guys. I'm a French channel, not want to put it out, play with, and then just show the car. I want to do a full unbox. I cut the tie wraps out from the box in the front version. Video is about an hour, then I do the German version about an hour, which I forget some points here. and I do the English version for you. Then we're gonna make the mechanical access in French, in German, in English. And then finally I can go drive it. And this is about maybe 6 hours of video and time to put the video online, which I not drive. And you know, the most I like is drive my RC. So, and now I'm gonna eat something, I'm gonna do the mechanical stuff, so I can, so fast as possible, ride this car. Bye guys. Oh, and I'm gonna drive it stock, first one. Stock with this TRX4 beneath, or another TRX4 who's also stock. Then we're gonna put some weight on the axles. This is one for the TRX4. I also buy the weight for the YIKONG Racing here. I like to put the weight on all four corners, not just in the front, because I go so much down as I go up. So I gotta put this weight on, we're gonna do the comparison, and then we're gonna put some weight in the tire or not. This is, I don't think I'm gonna put some weight in the tire. I'm gonna show you if I can put just the weight in the rims. Then we're gonna make the difference, and then if I need, I'm gonna change tires or suspension setup or some stuff. Yeah. Have a nice day, and hope to see you in the comment, guys. Bye.